You want to go to the bathroom, go. You don't fart in the masjid, man. Yes, there is a reward. There is a reward. It's a big jihad. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربي ونهى النفس عن الهوى. Naha means you refrain it by fighting it. You see your desires here, right? And sometimes your body is also connected to that desire. Should I do it or not? Haram is right here. And you fight it until you run away from it. That is big reward. If you die in that state, you die in a state of a mujahid, a person who was fighting, you understand that, temptations, and inshallah your reward is Jannah. Don't be afraid to fight your desires, to fight your inner self, especially when it's attracting you to commit haram or not to worship Allah. Say no. Say no to it. You remember the story of Nabi Yusuf? When the woman, the wife of Al-Aziz, prime minister, who sought to seduce him, what did he do? He said a word and then he ran away physically. Yes or no? قال معاذ الله إن ربي أحسن مثواي. And at the end, did he run away from her trying to, open the door? That is how you run away. You fight. You don't just say, oh, man, I don't drink, man, I don't use this stuff, man, but those are my buddies, man. I wanna sit with it. You still go to the downtown. You go to downtown and you sit in the same one. Shaitan is gonna make it so sweet for you. Shaitan is gonna say, is it alcohol? You don't need to drink it like that. Mix it with Fanta. Put 2/3 of Fanta and then just put a drop. Put a drop of that wine. Just the taste, man. Just taste it. And you try and then you die drunkard. You fight it. You don't sit in that place. You tell those friends that, I like you, I love you, but I'm not going to accompany you to that. You have to fight a wrong thing. You do not face shaitan like this. You need to run away from shaitan. Run away from shaitan, man. Another question. Now.
Can you summarize the 5 steps for the people that can't relate?
Can you summarize the 5 steps that I mentioned? I want to see if some people are listening to me. 5 steps towards purifying your inner self, your soul. If your soul, if your nafs, if your heart is not purified, you are gone. The controller that controls your body is that soul. You need to focus on your soul more. It's not just by saying, I'm kind, I'm giving sadaqah. That is a very one part of kindness. But the entire purification of your heart, you need to be yani you are your soul. You are a result of what you feed to your soul. What do you feed it? If you drive, sisters who are driving, and you start driving like this, you are called that sister turururu. That is. When did you make adhkar when driving? Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. You feel like something is like bothering you. It's heavy in your heart to say subhanallah, that you are sick. You need to go to ICU. There is a hospital of Allah. Not the Denver University, not this. You are so sick. You drive and you put music. Do you know that you are sitting in a coffin? Do you know that you are sitting in a coffin? With 4 wheels. You know you're in a coffin. What is a car if not a coffin? You lose the brake like this, you're on a mountain, it rolls and you are gone. Some people died and they were never found. Don't you know that? So you feel that I'm so safe. You leave home, you don't even say Bismillah, Tawakkaltu. You live with music. Boom, boom, boom. I love you. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Songs. You live home with I love you. You do like that. Just like that. Car is a coffin. Aeroplanes, is it safe? I want to ask you a question. Or most of us have been flown, right? From place to place. Wallahi. Listen to this. Maybe it may boost your iman. It may be a means of purifying your soul. When you book a ticket from a state to state, a city to city, country to country, continent to continent, do you ask them who is the pilot?
No.
Do you ever ask what are his qualifications? Do you even know him? so that you book the ticket. Yeah. And then you go to the airport. You don't even know the type of the plane, the aeroplane. So you go and they guide you here, take off your seatbelt, and man, and then you go through whatever. So you are checked, and then they said you're good, and then you go to the plane waiting. Question is this: when you board the plane, do you even know the pilot?
No.
Do you meet with him somewhere to ask him how are you gonna fly us? So you go and you sit down and you settle on your seat, and then they say, okay, they call, sometimes somebody's late, and then they say, okay, now we are ready to go. The pilot walks in, not even greeting you, and then he goes and he sits there and he says, good morning, America, or whatever. Say, passengers, I am the captain, and I'm gonna fly, and then he mentioned the flight's number and this and this, and so don't worry, the weather is this and this, and you believe him, you trust him. And he say, within 30 minutes we're gonna take off, so relax, make sure that you fasten your seatbelt. And then those ladies are coming, they come with a seatbelt. You trust them. And then the pilot comes, and here you are leaving, you are taking off. How do you trust a pilot that you don't know? You never had any discussion with him. You never saw him in your life. You trust him to take you up there, and you do not trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the life that he gave you. You sleep at night without performing Salatul Isha. Really? Really? And you wake up without performing Salatul Fajr, even next to your bed. And the whole day passes without, and you are committing haram, and you are not shy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani Allah give you eyes and you commit haram with it. Allah give you hand and you commit haram with it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you health and you disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you don't trust Allah with what he gave you. What did Pilot give you? Pilot, what did he give you? But we trust him, eh? And when you land, everybody's, hey. Wallahi al-Azim. You say he's such an experienced pilot. Next time, hey, Ethiopia, man. That is the best aeroplane. Oh, Air France, man. You trust a human being with human things, and you do not trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with what he gave you. Allah does not need anything from you. Allah does not need anything. In fact, the how do you call it? Pilot needs something from you. The money you gave is his salary. You are paying him. How many planes are crashing? You heard about the latest plane? Malaysian, did they find it until today? You remember the last incident of submarine? Who followed the story of submarine? There were two Muslims in there, billionaires. It was meant to go not even for a day. They were supposed to go for some hours and come out, and they said, this is the best. All scientists were there. They put their thoughts and their knowledge, and they say, this is the only submarine that is gonna reach Titanic. You think Imam Shafi doesn't watch news? Hey, give me a break, man. They went, did they come back?
No.
Until today, where did they go to? 21st century. So-called learned people, and we respect knowledge, are boasting with a century of science and technology. We are asking, where is the submarine? Can you give back two Muslims? A father and a son went like that. 250,000 per person. $250,000, not dollars, dollars. For hours like this. They went and they could not come back. Allahumma ighfir lahum warhamhum waskinhum fil jannah. That is life. Allah is showing us that we are not that powerful. Why don't we trust Allah with the life that he gave us? Tomorrow, Allah is switching that life off, takes it away, and your name has changed. Khadija, Muhammad to Al-Mayyit, Al-Marhum, this and this. And then they say, nobody's gonna say, can we keep him for a year? No. When is the funeral? People start fighting for your shoes and your clothes. Some people start lying on $20 that you have in your account. You remember when I visited her at the hospital, she was whispering something. She was telling me that she kept some $50 in the account that should belong to me. They're lying because you are there. Life is too short. Purify your hearts, connect your hearts with Allah, worship Allah. Try your best, read Quran, perform your salah, make adhkar, make dua, give sadaqah, fast on Monday and Thursday, even once a week, man. Even once a month, follow sunnah. Wake up at night, it's Allah who is giving you that life. Perform tahajjud, perform 1 rak'ah, 3, 5, 11. Please come closer to Allah with all acts of worship and avoid haram and prohibitions. You will find that you are in a good state with Allah, and you know the gift, إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. What is the last question from sisters? Yes, this girl has a question, mashallah. What is your question? I have a son for this guy. Huh? What did she say? Can you tell me what she said?
Can you teach me Alif Batas?
Can I?
Teach
Teacher Fatiha.
Al-Fatiha.
Alif Bata.
Say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Say, Bismillahir Rahim. I'm teaching you Alif Bata. This might be my daughter-in-law. I have sons, Allah, I have sons. Bilal, Salman, handsome. Say Alif. Say Alif. Ba. Ta. Tha. Jim. Ha. Kha. Dal. Dal. Ra. By the way, people, it's not Ra. Rabbin is Ra. Ra. Za. Sin. Shin. Swad. Dod. Ta. Dha. Ain. Ghain. Fa. Qaf. Kaf. Lam. Mim. Nun. Waw. Ha. And Ya. Allah. This girl is wise. She said, teach me a little. Girls, are you good with your questions? We stop. I think pizza is around here. Jazakumullah khairan. Yeah. Yes. A question from one big guy. You have questions always. Now.
You have a bad car, can you change it?
This boy is asking a golden $1 million question. He said, if you're a bad person, if you have a bad heart, can you change it? Yes. Hadith is there. Whoever فَمَنْ تَابَ وَنَزَعَ وَاسْتَغْفَرَ. Look, Allah is Al-Ghafur. When we talk about, evil and what, you have to know that Allah is all merciful, right? Allah is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Allah is Al-Ghafur, Ar-Rahim. Allah is Al-Wadud, the all-loving. Whenever you commit a sin, subhanAllah, you are in a very good position of returning back to Allah, asking for forgiveness. You don't even need to come to an Imam or Sheikh and say, Imam, I did this. That is not in Islam, unless you need advice on how to change your ways, right? You have tried and tried. Like you don't need to come and stand here on Juma and say, I did this and this, unless you're looking for advice. In Islam, if you just say Astaghfirullah in your blanket, at home, in your room, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has heard you and has forgiven. And nobody has the right to say that nobody's going to forgive you. Imam Shafi doesn't have that right. No, we don't have. So you are so closer to Allah, especially after committing sin, subhanallah, so closer. Just put in your heart, make intention that I'm not going to do this, right? And then you say, Ya Allah, forgive me, and you make effort towards correcting that. Allah say, Illa man taba wa amana wa amila amalan salih. Except he who repents from sin and believe in what should be done, the right thing that should be done as commanded by Allah, wa amila amalan salih, and then you do good righteous deeds. فَأُولَٰئِكَ يُبَدِّلُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ. The answer is that Allah will change your evil deed to good. Listen to this. If you commit a sin and you ask Allah for forgiveness, Allah is not only forgiving. There's another gift that comes with that forgiveness. What is it? You commit a sin and you ask Allah for forgiveness. He forgives you, right? But it's not only forgiving. What else comes with that? Allah is changing those sins to good deeds. The amount of sins that you committed is forgiven, taken out of the way. Then Allah is converting them to good deeds and they are deposited in your account. Allahu Akbar. Who rewards like that? So I think we are good. I want to make dua for you and we will call it a day on 25th. What is your plan? 25th. Yeah. No Christmas, right? You know Christmas is not our Eid. Christmas, and I said on Juma, anybody who celebrates Christmas or say Merry Christmas, know that you are saying you are celebrating the birth of a God of Christians according to them. What is the belief of Christians? That Jesus was a son of God and God, right? So they believe that on 25th God was born. Do you believe in that?
No.
Surah Al-Ikhlas. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد. So when you say Merry Christmas, you are joining people who say God was born. Period. This is the summary. Let no any church cheat you. Some churches are trying to compromise, you know. Don't they believe that Isa is son of God and God? Don't they believe like that? Yes. So who was born? Who was born? Who was given birth to God? Then that is what you are celebrating. Merry Christmas means you are celebrating and you are. So if somebody tell you Merry Christmas, maybe the least you can, Islam does not tell you to insult anybody. Leave people with their celebrations. Right? Leave people with their, and nobody is forcing you to do that. Tell them thank you. Thank you. But don't be part of that. Oh, but you know, on Eid we invite them. And so, please. Christmas is not ours, and Valentine is not ours. What else? All those things. Yes. Thanksgiving. Do not leave your Islam. We are thanking Allah when we wake up. We are thanking Allah when we come out of the bathroom. We thank Allah after eating. We have Thanksgiving every minute. When you eat, your stomach is full. What do you say? Don't you thank Allah? Alhamdulillah, alladhi at'amana wa saqana wa ja'alana. That is Thanksgiving. In Salah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Don't we thank Allah through Salah, through everything? So why would we wait just once a year? You see? Parents' Day, Father's, Mother's Day. Yeah, this day. We need to have Mother's Day every day. Yes or not? Every minute. Allah say, Anishkurli waliwalidayk ilayya al-masir. Thank your mother every day and your father by action. Respect them. Be obedient to him. Serve them. Wash their feet. Wash their clothes. Give them a massage, man. Sometimes mommy's ears is a little bit tired. Give them a massage. Mom, how can I help you? What can I do for you? Wallahi. Thanksgiving, Mother's Day every day. But we are in a system whereby your mother is raising you, then you leave the house, you don't care about them. When there is Mother's Day or once a year, you buy some flowers and then you bring, Mom, we love you, Mom. Mom is getting old, then you throw her in, how do you call it, retirement home. Do you know how some retirement homes are not good? Have you seen what is happening in some retirement homes, even on YouTube, how they are mistreating your mom and you are alive? Dump your mom there. She would have dumped you from here. Do you know that in America, who cares? You can go to some clinics and they assist you to take the baby out. She would have taken you out. Do you know how they take babies out?
Yes.
I can't tell you, it's so bad. Sometimes they cut babies who are alive like this, they cut them with scissors like that, they take you out. Your mom would have done that. So you cannot tell your mom that you are mean to me and you are this and leave me alone. Please, man. Your heart is dirty, filthy, if you still have that mentality towards your mom. Of course, some moms are a little bit stubborn. Some of our mom parents are a little bit stubborn. Reason with them, argue with them at that level, but do not go too much, to insult them and degrade them and abandon them. Anishkur li waliwa lidayka ilayya al-masir. We're good, right? So no Christmas.
No Christmas.
No Christmas. No Christmas, inshallah. Be a Muslim and all will be okay. Can we make dua? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها زكها أنت خير من زكاها إنك أنت وليها ومولاها. اللهم الطف بنا فيما جرت به المقادير هون علينا كل عسير إنك على كل شيء قدير. Ya Allah, we ask you to bless this gathering, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, grant us barakah and rahmah and forgiveness in this gathering, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, have mercy on our parents as they raised us when we were young, feeble and weak, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we ask you to grant us iman, Ya Allah. Grant us taqwa, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, help us to purify our hearts, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, help us to fill our hearts with your dhikr, Ya Allah. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. Ya Allah, help us to be among the people of Quran, who reads Quran, learn how to read Quran, understand Quran and follow Quran. Ya Allah, help us to follow Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Make us to be min al-dhakirin Allah kathira wa dhakirat. Those who remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala much among men and female, Ya Allah. Make us to be among those who are making dua every time, Ya Allah. Make us to be among those who are giving sadaqah and zakah and all good righteous deeds, Ya Allah. Grant us good life in this world, good life in our homes, Ya Allah. Grant us good life in the grave and tomorrow hereafter on the day of resurrection. Save us from Jahannam and admit us in Jannah. Anyone who is sick in this gathering, Ya Allah, cure him. Anyone with a family who is sick, Ya Allah, cure them and heal them, Ya Allah. Anyone who has some troubles, anxiety and depression, Ya Allah, relieve them from that, Ya Allah. Any sick person, Ya Allah, cure them, Ya Allah. Anyone who has died among Muslims, even in Palestine, Ya Allah, and all over the world, have mercy on them, forgive them, and admit them in Jannah, Ya Allah. Any girl who is looking for a good husband, Ya Allah, give them good husbands. And any brother who is looking for a good girl, make that brother to be good first, Ya Allah, then give him a good sister, Ya Allah. Bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. May Allah, Ya Allah, we ask you to protect Ummati Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all masajid in Colorado, all masajid in America, all masajid in communities in the world, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, save us from oppression, save us from occupation, save us from all these acts of aggression that are afflicted on Muslims, Ya Allah. Give us ease, Ya Allah. Give us good life, Ya Allah. Save our sisters and mothers in Palestine, in Somalia, in Philippines, and all over the world, Ya Allah. Give us good life in this world, good life tomorrow hereafter. Save us from Jahannam and admit us in Jannah. Increase us in knowledge of our deen and iman. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك ونتوب إليك. 25th we may have some games in this masjid. So if you are around, pass by. At night, inshallah, we may be around here. Evening is the best. Evening is the best. From Maghrib, inshallah, we'll have some games here. If you have some games and what halal ones, not gambling, bring it. Nah? We just want to hang out here, inshallah. I'm not going to talk to you on Barakallahu fikum. We have pizza, so please enjoy yourselves. Jazakumullah khair.